sounds.
How does one do this?
Hello, this is Sam Engels here, and I'm going to be just talking about an old game, I guess you could say, on Dreams. Well, a game I've sort of worked on, I guess you could say, or really whatever. Now, if you're looking in the background, you'll obviously know that I have made a lot of diddly-tastic, amazing, diddly-dastic creations in games and animations, and whatever you name it, you get the drill. And I kind of wanted to make this video to talk about a game. I didn't really make it, I more helped, but I'm just gonna set the scene. First off, this is not about my new stuff. This is about an old thing. And one of my friends, Mad Word Games, absolutely loves to clean up the past a lot like that. Hey Sam, Donkey is so much more better than your new stuff. But there was this one game I made that some of you may be familiar with. It was a silly good game. Me and my friends loved to make shit posts about it, and I didn't really take it that seriously or really look at the source material that much, and that is this, well, what you're looking at is My Little Pony Friendship with Death, around the clock a Bikini Bottom inspired type game that pretty bad for its time, pretty gasolicious. But I'm not really here to talk about that. I want to talk about what inspired, or well, really how I met this person. This game is of course about My Little Pony, and that it attracted the attention of a certain. The reason this artwork fella knows of me or really cares is, well, if you look at his profile from what I'm saying, he's definitely a brony. Which is just like a My Little Pony fan if you didn't know. And also he made this animation which I'm not going to show because that's kind of rude to show it. But anyway, they decided to make this fan game about me. What you're looking at is Sams-nightmar. Peak fiction, I know. Game that is sort of just like a combination of a whole bunch of like my around the clock whatever type of games, like YouTube and server shutdown or Trollage. And I was invited to help. It didn't really help much in this game. Most of it was artwork and like the story and all that was artwork. And so I just kind of want to tell you about this game and well, really just about its history. So let's begin. Level 1, Trollage. Absolute peak breaks. Yes, you see that was voice acting. Yeah. So this level is sort of the most buggiest and probably my least favourite. Actually, no, my second least favourite. Also, yeah, I have really bad controller drift, or like getting footage for this. But anyway, it's this map takes place in just like a big maze from the Dreams workshop, a whole bunch of just blood and dead trolls everywhere, and like some fire things. In this level, you're being hunted down by an AI that is well, I'll discuss it later, but as you can see, pretty basic. You go through this simple well, this just direction and you get to my epic car that is smaller than me for some reason. However, this map has problems, you can see, with the trolls seemingly just completely broken. It's just like, it's mostly just a 50-50 if you win. And let's not also forget the fact that if you didn't know where you're supposed to go, like if you didn't know you were supposed to follow the blood trail, and you just follow like part of the map, then you can easily get lost in this level, as the flashlight is not that good. And as you can see, these are all of my failed attempts. Just how troublesome this, like, it's mostly just like the Trollage model was like 7 feet to the right of the actual enemy's hitbox, which made it much more harder to like see or well, do anything. So after just like rage quitting and going to the next level, we find ourselves at guys, there's a whole bunch of infected behind us. Can't be good. Yeah.
Darn it, I guess I'm gonna have to go to the holy city all by myself. Well, I mean on foot. Let's hope I don't
Sorry,
have
I don't know if you heard that, but anyway, this is well, as I said earlier, the My Little Pony Friendship of Death section, which Artberg absolutely loves. This beginning section takes place on a higher range. You can see the controller drift is low-key getting out of hand. So we find this guy, who I think may have a beard, who knows, sort of just chilling. He just doesn't even say anything, so and we just never commented on. Like, literally, like the only survivor we see in this damn game. And over there, a subtle foreshadow when you see it. The most scariest character in fiction begins with B. Buttershy. Yup. So terrifying. So much aura.
Are you stupid?
But
Only that thing.
yeah, sure, mate. And I'll repeat that guy as well. This level is really just weird. A thing with a lot of my old like games or stuff I've helped on or things I just like being a part of. They're just really empty and just liminal, I guess you could say. Liminal. After going through the tunnel, we find ourselves in this town in which we find you. Get back here. And this begins, well, really the only section of gameplay. Ah, there it is, the critter, butterfly. So much aura, so much foreshadowing. What the hell's that? Sorry, my cat was meowing, but section, okay, that, I'm going to have to quickly say that, like, music fading was so tough. As you can see, you just have to avoid it, like any of my old games, like Donkey or whatever. I was literally left speechless while commenting over that. That was terrifying. Basically, you have to get into the cupcake shop, but oh no, it's boarded up. If only there was a floating hammer nearby, I could just like consume. So, after just like being ran around, being just epic and terrifying chase, you can see by the camera, I'm so scared. Quickly grab the hammer, and all of a sudden the boards are already gone, even though you haven't used the hammer on the boards. But who really just cares, man? Who cares? So we enter, and boom, the chase is over. And a door awaits. And this is the worst level, which I'm just going to quickly skip over because it's just how dark it is. This map is just a maze of greyness and really just hard to figure out where I'm going. It's because of how bad the flashlight is, you just get cornered in the random jump scares. The music will just start playing and scaring you. And then when you get into a corner, you just sort of just like, you just sort of give up. So for simplistic state, I decided to lighten up this map. This map is just, as you said, really poorly done. There's a whole bunch of maces and a really just annoying to hide from enemy, which is based by that one My Little Pony horror game. I think the copy shot one. Scary. And quickly goes over this and got onto the epic boss fight. But this cutscene's low-key weird. I'm supposed to be running, yet the background and just one tree ain't really moving to give that illusion. So I'm basically talking about getting somewhere safe, but then it's the most toughest reveal ever. Ooh. Guys. Oh crap. It's Buttershy. Why do I hear bass music? Funniness. I'm the evil guy. And that was really just the entirety of the dream of Sams-nightmar. Not much, yep. You're right, literally just not much. But then, Artberg just disappeared. Just for like, 7 months. And then, the ship was back, and he decided to make this creation. I don't know what this means. Is it called regrets? And it has me doing a dab, but then it's just cringe at the top. What could this creation possibly mean? What are you incentivizing? But as you can see right here, I have access to 2 levels. These take place in the Keenan's house thingy that was said in the last cutscene. Yeah, that's just me getting angry. Yeah, controller Jeff Loki starting to tweak out because of it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Mate, can you click on the scene? I can't be bothered to edit this out. Thank you. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of big cartoony levers, which will quickly get explained in a bit. And yeah, there's a Keenan's real house. Trust is literally what it looks like. He sent me a picture, and it's literally just what this looks like. So we enter his big kitchen, and I mate, you missed the jump scare. I thought so. And oh, what's that? Go over here, and Keenan says, "I'm trapped. You need 3 levers to free me, but be careful, Nightmare Kiki." So, with an objective that I'm pretty sure you can obviously tell what to do before even needing to talk to Keenan. You flick level 1, you go into the thing, and oh god, he's here. Nightmare Keenan is really easy to thing. He's not like Buttershy or whatever who like chase after you. He just sort of goes in like about a square patrol pattern. Not like you're gonna need it because this ain't even a release. It's just something for me to play. As you can see, we activate all of the levers and well, we find them and ding, entering the final. Make okay, good. Over here, we gotta get out of here. We were just in my house. How did we get here? I know, but we are not safe here. This final section is the last bit of Sams-nightmar media ever. Literally ever. So you quickly escape down the hallway, all scary, or dodging Nightmare Keenan's attack or onslaught. Multiple, don't ask, it's a nightmare. Going through the hallway, it ends. But there is actually one final piece of stuff I want to talk about. And that is the collection. This has future plans for like the game and other characters. Like it has all the models and everything, like Nightmare Kiki, Evil Bob, Bioweapon Patrick and Bioweapon Squidward from that one Raccoon game. And the boss, who's never really talked about, but it's just Mass, who's Evil Sam. Really weird looking boss, I also must add. With his final face just like, how the hell is this going to be animated properly, bro? Especially back then. Literally Sherba Blade before Sherba Blade, bro. But there is one other thing. A secret level. Right here. The demo. This is probably one of the only dreams, like, scenes, games, things that actually scared me. And that's only because of like a jump scare at the end. I wasn't expecting. But you start in this maze and you exit this like little wooden wall. Mass or the Pinky Mirror from Pony the Fish of Death. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Mass or the final boss, but this area is just sort of filled with MLP FOD stuff. Literally just here, just like yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, whoa, put that gun down, bucko. Okay, fine, I'll leave. And I don't know what happened here, but as you can see, this is just the flashlight being so buns. And I'm just gonna let this play out. And yeah, that was literally well, Sams-nightmar. It was well, obviously not really well put together game, but it was nice, I think. Nice for what it lasted. It kind of reminds me of, well, the Dreams community as a whole. I see a lot of people talking about the tragedy of how Little Big Planet died out, but no one really talks about the Dreams community. This game is basically sort of similar to Little Big Planet, and it just has a dying fan base, because like there's no updates. Sony's given up on this game, just let it to rot, buried it in the graveyard, just locked away the key. This game just kind of reminds me of just like the community. If you saw in one of my old Roblox videos, Art Beck himself actually commented on how he left Dreams. This game is sort of just like, I guess, the ghost of his Dreams account, really like one of his only like, well I don't want to say well made because that sounds rude, but you know, his more popular things he's made, and it's just kind of weird playing this dead game that was like made by a sort of fan. But this is where I would sort of just like, I don't really know. But yeah, that was Sams-nightmar, and I'll see you. Hello, Editing Sam here. Don't even know if anyone got to this part, but I actually want to bring up something I just found. Actually, I just found the I don't really know. I guess the ending of Sams-nightmar once you defeat Phase 4 guy, big bad, and I don't really know what to think about this, to be honest. I'm just gonna show you guys the clip. What?